For so many of us, the 4th of July is a time to celebrate. But last year, it was much different for so many people in a suburb of Chicago when a parade turned deadly in Highland Park. A gunman opening fire from a rooftop during the town's Independence Day parade. 7 people were killed. 48 others were injured. The alleged gunman remains in custody and is awaiting trial in the case. Joining me now is someone who was there that day and who lived through this horror, Highland Park resident Howard Prager. He was in a band playing on a float during the 4th of July parade. And Howard, you and I spoke days after this tragic event. I'm glad that you're joining us this year, marking 1 year since this horrifying tragedy unfolded in your community. Talk about the last year for you, how you're doing emotionally now.
Thanks, Marni. It's something that seems like it happened forever ago and it happened yesterday, both at the same time. It's so hard to realize that I survived what was the worst shooting I've ever experienced. And the trauma, it just has affected me. And yet, when I was asked to play parades this year, I haven't played a parade since then, although I've played a number of gigs. I said, of course I'll play. And then I started thinking about it and thinking, oh my gosh, what do I need to do to prepare myself? And yet it's so important to play music and bring joy to all the Americans that celebrate and enjoy Independence Day through parades and concerts and fireworks shows and everything else. We need to keep this as an anomaly and not as something that we live with every day.
Right. So a lot went into the decision. This year's events will look a lot different than they have in the past. There will be no parade, there will be no fireworks, but there are still some very important symbolic events happening. You will play with your band. Tell me what we can expect.
Yes. Well, in the Highland Park community itself, as people can see on the screen, there'll be a number of different events to bring the community together, to help continue the healing that we are all feeling and needing. My way to help my healing and to help others is to play music. So I'll be playing in some other parades tomorrow. And what I'm going to have to do is do something. Normally, I'll get ready by preparing my outfit and having my horn ready and oiled and ready to go. I'm going to add something else to my routine, as that is to get mentally prepared to go out and play for the hundreds and thousands of people that come out to really enjoy and lift themselves up. You know, there's a saying that I read from Charlie Curlinger that says, life beats down and can crush the soul, but music reminds you that you have one. That's why it's so important to continue to play music for others.
That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. You talk about being emotionally prepared to do this. Maybe easier said than done. What are some of the things that you're thinking about as you get ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go through, a friend of mine offered to take me through some guided meditation this afternoon, and I think that'll be really helpful to get my mindset. Normally, prior to last year, the mindset would be thinking about who I'll be playing with and the music and getting myself mentally ready, listening to some of our previous recordings and just getting myself in that state. Instead, I'm also going to use this guided imagery to help calm me down, to help me really prepare mentally as well as physically in a different way. And I hope others who are coming out can come out and enjoy and support. And the big thing I'd say to others, Marni, is just be alert. It's sad to have to say that, but just be alert. And especially whether it's tomorrow or any day, if you see someone alone or lonely, reach out to them. I think that's the greatest thing that's happened in Highland Park this past year is a sense of community, the sense of gathering, the sense of belonging and supporting one another. I'm an author of a book called Make Someone's Day. And I thought that in a tragedy like this, that wouldn't even be possible. But the hundreds of stories of strangers helping strangers, whether they're helping to hide them or protect them or help save their lives. There are hundreds of stories about that truly can uplift the soul. And that's what I think we need to take away from this, is how when we get together as Americans with one another, we can overcome whatever is out there. And that's what I'd like people to think. What are the good things I can do and I can bring to my neighbor across next door, across the street, or down the community?
Be a shoulder to cry on, an ear to bend, and just open your heart. Howard, thank you. Such delightful words that you've shared on what I know is going to be a difficult day, but the healing is happening, and we are so thankful that you gave us some of your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.